Hi guys, welcome. This is we're in August already, our August new partner info session. You have the pleasure tonight of having Kuka and myself. We were gonna create a usual format that we have where we have everybody just hop on and listen in and we keep this live, but I think today we decided to change the format and the universe was kind of knowing what it was doing. I wanted to change it and it so happened that it's gonna work that way. So first of all, thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time to find out what being a BODi partner is and exactly how you can join our team. Super excited that you joined us tonight. My name is Amy Alvarello. I am a mom of a 15-year-old young boy, a 22-year-old woman, and I've been married to my husband we're going on 21 years this November. I've been a coach for 7 years and I've been a Beachbody customer for 8. I began my journey just me, myself, trying to lose weight. I had pretty much tried everything. I had been somebody that's been overweight my entire life and battled weight. And I reached a point where I was sick and tired of hiding behind my kids when I took pictures. I wouldn't tell my husband how much I weighed sometimes. And I was sick and tired. So I made a decision to figure out a way to become healthier, do healthier habits that were going to lead me to little by little becoming healthier. And I ran into Beachbody through a friend of mine, high school. She started posting about this thing called 21 Day Fix. I had no idea what it was. Back then, it was DVDs. I placed an order. I did my first program. I did it a couple of times, lost some weight, and I've successfully lost 70 pounds in about 2.5 years, 3 years. My conviction and the fact that I got amazing results led me to want to share this opportunity and this experience and this journey with other women. I knew what it was like to be busy, to be a mom, to not know what to do, to be someone that was limited on time. And I went all in. I began to share my journey through social media. Um, Hold on, what's up, Maite? We just had Maite join us, one of our leaders. There we go, just muted her. So I began my journey working on me, and little by little I saw what it did to me and then to my life and how it made things better for me. And I realized that it was something that I wanted to share with other women. I remember the day that I actually sat there and I realized how far I had come after 2 years of doing this and saw my before and after and how I felt and the empowerment that I felt in my heart. And I think that's a big word. I think that and it's something that you don't realize and you don't know how to express yourself and you don't know how to share what you're feeling until you actually go through it. But there was something that one of my trainers said the other day, and she said, fitness gives you the ability to turn the feeling of overwhelmed into empowerment. And I think that's really important because one of the coaches that is going to share her story with us tonight uses that word a lot. That is part of her team, and that is one of the reasons why she's decided to do this and wanting to pass this on to other women. It's that feeling of empowerment, and that's a big thing. It's knowing that you're in control. It's knowing that there's other things outside of you that are going to happen, but if you're in control of the things that you can be in, which is your mindset, you feed your mind, which you feed your body, how you decide to show up, even if things are tough, you try to do things so that you are more capable of handling those things. When you realize that it's more about that than about the scale, it's more about moving your body than actually finishing a workout, then you start realizing that it's something that you can not only turn into a business, because yes, there is monetary value and you can earn money and there's nothing wrong with earning money, especially when you're a badass like we are, but it's something that is fulfilling and it's something that comes with a purpose. And to be able to see women grow and to be able to see women come out of their shell keeps the person that originally started the thing going. So I would normally sit here and share with you guys a story about myself and how great it was, but I'm reading a book and it's funny because Maite has read it with me that is called The ego is the enemy. And sometimes we make it about us, 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 us. And normally I would spend the next 15 minutes talking about my story and how my life changed and how, but you know what? Really, in reality, after you lose the 70 pounds, which is the easy part, the hard part is the maintaining. The hard part is still doing it when it's hard. It's still doing it when it sucks. It's still doing it when you don't want to. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because I have women that trust me to do this. So, as significant as you think that you are listening to this video, you're going to be pushing the person that just invited you. And the reason I want to share, and this is before I'm not even going to talk about me anymore, I want to talk about Amy today. I'm going to share real quick our story and how exactly we started and how we met. And this was a really not planned. And it was actually like I found the picture and I'm like, I just want to take her back to the picture because I want to take her here. And I know what it feels like to be and say, oh my God, look at the person I was in that picture. Hold on. I'm sharing my screen already. Telling you, it was like last minute. I even just did a poll right now and I'm like, how quickly do you change your presentation before presenting now? So this is Amy in how we actually met. Like we had, I think maybe we've met, did we meet through before this or this is the actual day we met? Okay, that's her, that's Marlene, which is her best friend. And then that's Marlene's daughter. And we know each other because Marlene's daughter is married to one of Lewis's best friends. And for years, Marlene would always tell me, I met Marlene, I think it took me like 3 or 4 years before I met Marlene, before I actually got to meet Amy. And Marlene would tell me, I want to introduce you to my best friend. She's so awesome and she's the best, but she needs to lose weight. She doesn't understand. And I know that you could help her. And I know, and I know. And you don't get it. Every time she would tell me the same thing. And I would see Marlene and I would see her and I'm like, Marlene is in good shape. Marlene looks amazing. Doesn't look her age. She's there like un amor. She doesn't even need drink to be happy. Like she is just like a walking sunshine. So I'm like, this is Marlene, this is Lena. Like these are awesome women. I'm sure Amy's fucking amazing too. So I'm like, well, give me her number. So I actually reached out to her. I think it was through IG, but I ended up reaching out to her, and I'm like, hey, what's up? This is Marlene has told me. I think she told me no like 3 times. I don't remember exactly 3 or 4 times, but I do remember the program because I always remember when my women come, when my babies come to me, I remember the program that brings them to me. And for her, it was Live 4. And I told her, it's only 4 days a week. It's not that big of a deal. I knew that she liked the bodybuilding thing. I knew that she was into the muscles, and she finally, I remember sending her the message, like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And it wasn't even for her, I know it wasn't so much an issue about the money. It was just an issue of actually just committing to it and saying, okay, I'm really gonna do this. And at first she started and it wasn't like she wasn't ready to be a coach. And I remember the day that something clicked on her that she was like, okay, then I'm finally gonna do this, which was the retreat. But my story with Amy and what I'm trying to get to is that it was a connection that I didn't look for. She didn't. Somebody that we knew connected us. But she needed this. And believe it or not, without me knowing, I kind of needed her because there's been times where Amy is the backbone of my business building. When no one is there, Amy's the first one that is like, I'm there. And knowing, and so it's my thing, because look at the 2 people that are on my call right now. But that right there, I'm sure there was a time that she needed me, but there's been so many times that I've needed her and she's always there. So what I'm trying to get to is that she didn't kind of think she needed this. She didn't want this at the beginning. She kind of got like suckered into it by 2 of her friends or by a friend, by her best friend and somebody that wanted to become her friend. But now she's gonna share with you like what it's done for her. I've seen the person, and it's funny because even though looking at her there, you could tell that Amy was never been a boring person. I can vouch for that. I've been somebody that I've always said, yo soy una gorda feliz, porque yo era una gorda feliz, pero tú sabes qué, soy una más gorda más buena. Es mejor ser más buena que ser gorda y ser feliz, because you can be feliz y ser buena. So I look at her and I look at the picture and I'm like, how funny. And look at me behind her. Yo no soy muy buena que digamos. Right? It's terrible. I don't even know how many years that is. But that's so funny. And I think it's a great, it's a great story. And I want Amy to share a little bit about her and what this has done for her and why she would want you to join her team and what the word empowered means to her.
All right. Can you guys hear me? So uh that's exactly how it happened. I think I had seen you. I think I saw you like maybe one time before that or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So hi, my name is Amy Triana, better known as Guka for all of most of my friends, and that's another call of why that name is. But um but yeah, my best friend was after me and after me and after me. And I was very overweight. I weighed 250 pounds. I'm 5'8", so I'm not a little person. But that was my max. It was 250 pounds. And so I know that I needed to do something. I started losing weight. I started losing weight on my own. But as most people know, if you lose weight, you need to exercise and you need to build muscle. If not, you're going to get that flabby skin and you're going to get, it's not going to look right. So my friend Marlene had introduced me to Amy, and I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Finally, I decided, I said, okay, fine. I'm going to do it. I like the muscle program. I did lift for, and Amy would call me and be like, you want me to wake you up in the morning? You want me to wake you up in the morning? I'm like, no. Like, no, I don't need anybody's, no. I'm not a morning person. No, thank you. I do it in the afternoon. Well, I slowly realized that I do need people. And that day that I decided, okay, fine, I'll do it in the morning. That was a game changer. It changed my day. I didn't go to work dragging my butt. I went to work energized. I'm a nurse, and for me, nursing is has been my life for almost 30 years. And I'm administration, so I've got a corporate type of job, administration and things like that. And so I do very well professionally, but this has given me an avenue to help people. This has given me an avenue, just me doing what I was doing and posting on Instagram just for myself, not even speaking to the camera, because I never spoke to the camera. There was no way in hell I was going to speak to that camera. So just me showing my workouts, just me doing me, and showing my vulnerability got people to ask, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I love it. If I didn't show up for a couple of days, where are you? What happened? People were watching. So that got me to be interested in what this business is about and how I can grow and how I can help people. And Amy guided me. She's the best teacher ever. She knows her ways in and outs. So she took me through the process, and that's how I became a diamond coach. And I know that she'll break everything down. We can break everything down for you on how to get there. My goal is 2-star and then even 5-star, and create our team. She talked about empower. That's my word. That's my team. My team is team empower, because I believe in empowering women. Um, I'm I'm not I don't consider myself a social butterfly, but I love to be social. But I love to be social. I do. I love pachanga. I have FOMO. I have fear of missing out. So that's why I'm the first one that says yes. And I'm the first one to be there because I have FOMO. But that has changed just the direction of how I feel, how I think about health, how I just function in life. It's done everything for me. And the business is the icing on the top. Like I said, I'm a professional woman. I'm a mother of one. My son is 25. I've been married for almost 30 years. I have friends, I have family, but this is a purpose. this gives you that purpose of helping other people. And even though I'm a nurse, I help my patients. It's not the same. This is a different avenue. This is a different avenue. So that's my story.
Thank you so much, Amy. Yeah, I see it the way that I see it. I know that's how you see it too. It's like with a preventative measure. It's like a preventative avenue. Like before you get in trouble, you come see us.
Yeah,
We get you out of trouble and we make it fun.
definitely, definitely.
All right, so I'm gonna share real quickly just our little a technical and or little myths and how you can actually become a partner. Sorry, we're still getting used to terminology and how you can earn. A couple of myths that people usually have is that I'm not at my fitness goal. Usually, and I tell you, this is not about being about your fitness goal. This is fitness in seasons. This is about a feeling. It's about you being better than you were yesterday. You don't have to be at your peak. You're not going to be at your peak all the time. It happens with all of us within our group. It happens to me. It happens to all of us. It's a human. That's why the human connection is so important. It's like seasons. So you're not going to be at your best all the time. This is just about sharing. And I know that a lot of times, and this is the next debunker, well, I don't want to be salesy. And it was funny because today I was on a one-on-one with this badass hustler. And this is what I love. You're going to realize while you're doing this, you're going to attract women like you. You know, you're going to start bringing people in your team. And you know what? It made me feel really good. And now that I think about it, I'm like, how amazing is it that I have been able to create a team with these amazing women? Okay, you're talking about Amy, a nurse, a hustler, Maite, same thing. Women that own who they are. It's a beautiful thing, and to be able to come together and to lift each other up, that's not something that's common. So when people tell me, well, I don't want to be salesy, or you don't want to be salesy, but you find the best perfume and you share it. You found the Bitota tumbler and everybody goes to go buy it. And you found an $98 sweatshirt and you share the link, but something that's changing your life, that's making you feel better, that's helping you lose weight, you feel you're salesy and selling it, makes no sense. I think that's more of a we're too worried about what people are going to think about you. And if it's something that is really helping you, you never know who might need it. And somebody's going to out there thank you for sharing it, because it's happened to me so many times. And it's funny because the more vulnerable that you become and the more you share, when it comes back to you, it feels even better. Because, like, you know what? I was vulnerable, but my vulnerability helps somebody else go out there and change their life. So it kind of makes it makes, like, what is it, your message, it makes your mess worth it. I don't have a lot of time. That's BS. We all know it's about priorities. You have time to scroll, you have time to watch your garbage TV. Like Amy says, you don't you have 20 minutes? And let me tell you, anytime that I come back from a trip, anytime that I don't want to do a workout, I do a Jennifer Jacobs workout. It's 20 minutes. By the time you're touching your toes, you're already at 1918. It's 19 minutes. You're going to feel better moving those 19 minutes and taking a shower or snoozing for 19 minutes. I promise you. By the time you're doing the 20 minutes, that's it. You even want to do more. You're like, you know what? I can do a ride. Um, who am I to motivate? I think we all have something to bring to the table, and this is something that I tell my girls all the time. Just think of yourself, think of how bad you've had it before, and just know that there's an Amy out there, that there's a Maite out there, that there's an Amy out there that needs you to share something that's gonna be like the clincher. And it's happened to all of us. It's happened to me on the business end, on the fitness end, on the emotional end, that something somebody else says that you're like, oh my God, that makes me human too. You know, like, oh, she gets me. So just know we all have something to share. Too expensive, total BS. I know that we all have money to spend on the things that we want whenever we want to get them. So the fact that somebody can tell me that $179 for a full 12 years of streaming is expensive is BS. My sister goes to CrossFit every month and she pays $170 a month for 4 classes a week. I don't have a big following. It's not needed. We show you how to work your business. And to be honest with you, if you are going to start your business, becoming diamond is not going to happen. by people or strangers that you don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you become a diamond, you're gonna do it with the people around you, with your friends, with your family, with your coworkers. So a big following is not required, but we will definitely teach you how to get there. Um, the whole thing with a pyramid scheme, a lot of people don't like MLMs. They say that it's all about people that get there first. To be honest with you, what I love about an MLM is that every business needs a structure because every business requires one for it to work properly. What I love about an MLM is that it has an unlimited earning potential. What does that mean? It's not a pyramid scheme because I can make more money than my upline any day that I want to. Do I have to outwork her? Absolutely. But can it happen? It can. Anytime. So I don't believe in it being a pyramid scheme, and every business does need some kind of structure. Um, so who are partners? To be honest with you, we're nurses, we're medical students, we're teachers, we're us legal assistants. We're just women that want more. That while maybe, and all of us, at least everyone in our team is still a part-timer where we still have our regular jobs, but we use this as an extra source of income. Mainly, and I'm going to be honest with you, we all started for the same reason, for accountability. Now, we've seen the power that it has, and I've seen the power that it has to be able to create a significant amount of income. And the fact that we can gather up enough women to do something good that is going to make us feel good, that is going to make us money, makes me want to fight for this till the end. And I've seen the power that it does have. It takes hard work, it takes smart, it takes clever. You got to be constantly learning. You have to be a student because social media is this machine and you constantly need to be learning about, but it's definitely possible. Um, how do we do it? The fact that we can just do it from anywhere. When you do sign up as a partner, you're going to be paying a $14.99, it's $15.99 fee a month, and that is going to be access to your back office. You'll be able to run your business from your phone. You can also do your workouts from your phone. You'll be able to track your orders, tracking numbers, your reports, anything you need, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you'll have access to. Now, there's 4 vital behaviors that we have, and what we do is we don't require you, but we encourage you to do these on repeat. And you're gonna notice, and I tell you after somebody that's been doing this for 7 years, that while you're doing this for your business, this is more of a personal gain first, because you start growing personally, and then as you start growing personally, then that's how your business starts growing as well. There's 4 vital behaviors that we have. The first one that we have is being a product of the product, and it's the most important. It's the most important because you're most important, more important than anyone else. That's first of all. And second of all, there's no way that you're going to be able to share a product and sell it if you don't have conviction, if you're not proof that the product works. I always tell my girls, your before and after is your storefront. If you want to be able to share a product, you're going to be able to have to show that it works. So being a product of the product is number 1. Number 2, you have to share and invite. I was just talking to Amy before we started recording this call, and I told her, and I said, really? And especially when you're going to start linking up with women like us that are influential, that have friends, that people follow them, that have, because you're going to see those are the kind of women we're going to pull in our team because that's who we are. You need to create that initial invitation. Sometimes people are scared. They don't want to approach you. They don't think they're ready. And I tell you because I'm somebody that I've been approached. And it's not until you're approached that you maybe think, oh, you know what? Maybe it's something I can do. And you know what that is? You're instilling a little bit of belief in that person. Because maybe that person doesn't believe they can do it. And maybe the fact that you're inviting them, they're even thinking, oh, hold on, maybe it is something I can do. And that just comes from, believe it or not, lack of belief in themselves, limiting beliefs that we have. And the way that you start working on that is by doing the workouts, it's by personal development, which is one of our other vital behaviors. Typically, personal development can be done by reading a book, I usually suggest 2 pages a day, which takes you 5 minutes while you're drinking your Energize before you work out. You can read 2 pages of personal development. You can also listen to it on YouTube. You don't necessarily have to read. You can do podcasts. I tend to share a lot of personal development. Usually if I'm reading something, I'll share it within the group, because what you do feed your mind helps. It also helps with your posting. It helps you with helping your customers when people are in a funk, when your customers are in a funk. Personal development is just a really good way of not only growing as an individual, but being able to feed your business with a solid ground and so that your coaches are on the right mindset. And then recognition, which is our last behavior. This one comes more out of, and I need to get better at this again because I kind of been slipping on this. Recognition really comes from, and I always call it our NOS. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember the cars in the 90s, you used to put NOS on it right before when you were already going really fast, and it just used to give that extra, like the extra room. I feel that when somebody's doing really well, especially if it's someone that has been struggling, it's somebody that's been struggling with their weight, that's been always overweight, that has self-esteem issues, when you recognize them, they kind of realize that, oh shit, I am doing a good job. And it gives them that extra push to keep going. So as a partner, as a coach, or as somebody that is trying to help people change, it's always good to try to either recognize your team, your coaches, and if even right now you're somebody that is just starting, people within our own group, because you never know who needs to hear it and how you can help someone become better because you're letting them know. All right, so how do we make money? There's 4 ways. I'm not gonna cram you guys with the money, with the numbers right now, but I want you to know what the potential is. There's 4 different avenues that you can open, you can completely open our compensation plan. The first one is our commission-based, which means anything you sell, you make 25%. Okay. A residual income, once you become an Emerald coach, which means you have 2 partners, one on your right and one on your left. Once you sign up, you will be sent a coaches checklist, a beginner's coaches or beginner partner checklist, where all this stuff will be sent to you with the links and with videos, so you'll be able to know exactly what everything is. We're always here to answer any questions. But residual income is basically when your team is accumulating volume. Once you become an Emerald, you start accumulating volume, and then you can cycle. And depending on what your rank is, that's how much you'll make per cycle. Matching bonus starts happening at your 2-star level. Once you become a 2-star diamond, you can go ahead and start getting matching bonuses. And then quarterly bonuses become once you become either a 5-star, a 10-star, or a superstar diamond, and those happen every 3 months. And that's when your team comes together. You go for a goal, usually a quarterly bonus, let's say would be 5-star. That means you need to have 5 stars within your team, and then you would go ahead and get whatever quarterly bonus you get that month, including your residual and your commission and your matching bonus. All right, so once you become a partner, you're going to have access to your back office, and you're also obviously going to have access to BODi. As of right now, and what I would usually suggest if you're somebody that's brand new, even though you can talk to your coach and they can tailor your package to you, I recommend the hustle package. You're going to go ahead and get your Shakeology and your Energize. I find it to be the 2 best supplements you can have, because you definitely want to have a quick meal that you can make. You want to have dense nutrition. You want to be able to have something that's quick and easy, but you also want to have that clean energy. I know that most of my customers, I talk to them a lot, crave wanting to have energy, and they end up drinking Monster, and they end up drinking Energize, which is not only more expensive but has a bunch of crap in it. So it's definitely something that the 2 supplements that I would suggest to start off would be those 2. Collagen is also a great one. Once you do get BODi, you're going to have 2 nutritional systems that are on there. I also recommend that you ask your coach about 4-week of protocol. It is an add-on to your package, but it's one that I highly recommend. The No Snooze Crew, it's our virtual gym. You can ask your coach for the actual link and the password for that. We meet every morning. You don't have to necessarily do these workouts alone. And it's somewhere where you can always go. You're going to find somebody working out. And then I provide one-on-ones, usually about once a month, once every 2 months. It doesn't necessarily have to be business related. It can also be fitness. Even if you're not on my downline and you want to go and have your coach on the call, I'll be more than happy to do a one-on-one with you guys. Any questions that you guys might have, I always make myself available. Business wise, once you get your back office, you're gonna have, like I said, be able to run your business in your back office. And then you're also gonna be added to our team-driven private business chat, which is basically ran through WhatsApp. And there I share any news that we might have or any business promotions. That's the way it kind of our team stays connected. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, well, I don't want to build my business yet. I just want to be a consumer. I just want to become a partner. I just want to see how this works. Why would I want to be charged $15.99 a month? But this is what I'm going to tell you. If you're going to really do this and if this is something you're going to commit to, supplementation, while it's not necessary, it's definitely going to help you. If you're somebody that it's on the go, if you're somebody that wants to be able to have a quick meal and not pay $20 and $30 for it, having a shake that you can just throw some spinach and cauliflower and peanut butter to, and being able to have energize before you work out, those are things that are going to help you along. And if you're really going to do this, I suggest at least for the first month, buy yourself the challenge pack, get the bundle. What happens, and this is going to be your breakdown. For example, if you were to be a regular customer, you were to get your Energize and your Recover, you pay $118.90 for the bundle, just being a customer. Now, if you become a partner, you would pay $89.92 for both supplements together, because being a partner gives you 25% off. But with the coach fee, which we're paying $15.95, that equals to $105.87. That means that regular customer price is $118. Your discount partner price is $105. You're saving $13 a month if you're taking the supplements. So whether you're working a business or not, if this is something you're really gonna do, this is definitely the way to go. Same thing with the Shakeology. You'll see that the discount is $99.46 with the $15.95, a $15.95 fee a month. You're talking about $115 versus the $99.24 that you would pay if you be a coach. So in the long run, you're still saving money. To be honest with you, I would tell you guys, do it for the first month. You can always change your HD, and you're not required to do it. You will still stay with your 1 full year of streaming, but try it out because it definitely does make a difference. And if you're taking the time to do this, you might as well make the investment full out. Now, I wanted to share with you guys real quick towards the end now. All these women that you're going to see now are women in our team. And while you're going to see the inches, I just want you to see their faces, because I see a huge difference in their faces. And when I did this for Amy today, I wanted to do this for the rest of our team. And Danielle, she's an Army mom. She's not on the call right now, but she has 5 kids. She's an Army wife. Her husband is hardly ever there. She's studying to become a teacher. Like the stories that she tells me, and she has still managed. She did a test group. While she was in school, like she has still managed to somehow make this happen. And I know you guys are gonna give us the excuse of time, and I don't have this and I don't have that. And all I'm gonna tell you is that you need to take it one day at a time, and you need to make it a priority. If you make 30 minutes every day a priority, I promise you that little by little you'll be able to see the before and afters that these ladies have in their faces. Look at my thing, like, and it's funny because if you were to look at Maite with clothes on, you were like, you don't need to lose weight, but she's like she's like Barbie over here. Pichota status. And this is, look at Yaima. I want to get Yaima by the hair. Look at her. That's when she first started. And that's my aunt. And it's so funny because my aunt only lost that weight by drinking Shakeology, because she will not lift a pound. She will not move. She refuses to work out, and she lost 50 pounds by just drinking Shakeology. And while she's still a little heavy, it's a lot better, right? And that's what starts happening. You start helping people around you, and you're like, it feels good. Look at Evelyn. I remember Evelyn when she first started. Look at her. And then she was even embarrassed to post that picture because she could barely move. And then I remember her. But let's see, she's gonna do the couples challenge with us. And I'm excited to see. That's the thing that ends up happening. You're gonna realize that we do go through seasons in life, but we do keep it fun and we keep it exciting. And we always try to bring things in that they're gonna pull you in. That's my mom, Menos Chichos. She was excited. She did Miss de Mas when the first Spanish program came out. I was like, you need to do it. And then there's Talia, my ever burning log. She's lost weight twice now because she had another baby. And then look at Amy, the dressed up fit. And then that's me. And then that's it. And then this is just real women, guys. It's real women sharing their story, telling you something that has worked for them, and hoping that you find it within you to make a change and join us. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop sharing real quick so that I can kill the recording. Stop sharing. Okay. Guys. Can you guys still see my screen? No, right? Yeah. Well, that sucks. Not anymore. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, you can't see my screen anymore, right? Perfect. All right, I'm gonna kill the recording. All right, guys. So if you're interested in joining our team, please reach out to the person that messaged you, and they'll share a card with you, and they'll let you know exactly how you can join. Have a great night. Don't get off, ladies. Okay, yeah. Let's see how long that was. Wasn't that bad. It was 36 minutes.
It says it's still recording.
Really? Mine said stop. For real?
Mine has the